Whatever the adventure, there's a BMW engineered to take it on. The X3 delivers a striking design with agile performance. The 100% electric i4 packed with pure electric energy. Or the plug-in hybrid X5, an impressive, versatile SUV granting full control on every journey. Choose what powers your next adventure during the BMW Road Home Sales Event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in for exceptional offers through January 2nd. Visit bmwusa.com for details.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. And now I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free and each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
I believe that a lot of these shows are used as fronts for trafficking.
I believe that YouTube is the new back page.
PedalTube and Instagram as well. I agree.
I'm telling you right now, if nobody is paying attention to the fact that Justin Bieber was discovered on YouTube by Usher, then given to the diddler, that's grooming. They watched him here on YouTube.
Yep.
They followed him here on YouTube. They wait till he hit peak popularity, and then here comes Usher, and then he takes them to the diddler.
Sick.
Is that not grooming?
It's 100% is grooming.
Especially considering that Usher already knew what Diddy was capable of because of everything that Diddy did to him. They're grooming people on YouTube.
They are. I agree with you. 100%.
And they're luring them in with the idea of going viral and being famous, just like they do with record labels and movie companies. YouTube is a breeding ground.
It is. But if you talk about what we're talking about right now, we'll be banned in 2 seconds. But, people can promote pedophilia and all kinds of horrible, evil stuff on YouTube, no problem. But if you
DJ Envy on The Breakfast Club for Halloween dressed his 8-year-old daughter up in scantily clad bathing suits with her body on display, pretending to be Little Kim and singing the lyrics. And they did a whole video shoot. And nobody has taken that child out of that home yet. You dressed your daughter up as the devil's snack for a bunch of weirdos to go online and watch your 8-year-old pubescent body daughter with no chest dressed up in thong bikinis and fur coats and wigs. And you said, my daughter loves Little Kim so much. Look at this. Number one, your wife, y'all need to go to jail. That child needs to be removed from your home. You're turning your daughter into a Lunchable for the devil. Yep. And that's not considered child porn? Because if that video had been found in a man's phone, he could be charged with pedophilia.
Yep.
That video, and they played it on social media and promoted it on the devil's holiday. And don't nobody see what's going on.
What about Mr. Beast? That's a YouTube show geared towards children, and one of the stars was exposed as preying on minors, and there's a lot of shady stuff going on there. And that show has been amplified by it seems to be the platform and a lot of powerful people. Videos aren't that great, in my opinion. What's going on with Mr. Beast?
Adam 12 guy, that ain't no better either. There's a lot of craziness. Meanwhile, they want to hunt your platform down for saying real words like the M word, the R word, the A word. You're not allowed to say any of that, but you can go on this app and see people doxing, calling the police, swatting each other, and they do nothing about any of that. But if you say any of these words, your channel's demonetized, your channel's deleted. it's almost like they don't want people saying what's real so people don't hear it. The funny thing is, if the board of YouTube are weirdos too, I can see why they wouldn't want those words being said. They don't like them either. Who wants to be called an M word on their own app
Hmm.
or a R word on their own app? It's funny because all of these words, they're on the news.
Yeah.
They say them on the news. So how is it okay for the news but bad for YouTube?
And exploiting children's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think?
Exploiting everything bad is okay.
Oh yeah, except you can't expose pedophiles.
No, because that's bad.
That is bad. YouTube banned the hashtag Pizzagate. They banned the hashtag Out of Shadows when our documentary exposing Hollywood came out. You couldn't even type in the hashtag Out of Shadows. And
Yeah.
then, of course, they banned the movie.
Yeah, but why would they do that?
Because
Unless they were trying to protect predators.
Exactly. What do you think happened to Bieber? And do you believe that Bieber has been trying to expose Diddy for years? Because if you look at his Yummy video, there's a lot of indicators that he was trying to expose what these elites are really doing to children. He used pizza images a lot to promote his Yummy video. And the FBI and DOJ has confirmed that pizza is a pedophile code, which is used often on social media platforms like Instagram to exchange child porn and to traffic children. And do you believe that Bieber, through his music, was trying to expose these people?
Yeah, absolutely. Him, Rihanna, all of them. All of them. Listen to their music after they get their big hit record in their deal. Most of their records are very macabre. They want to escape.
Yeah.
Like, hasn't anyone noticed that an artist, usually their most depressing album is their second one?
Mm-hmm.
Why? They made it big.
Yep.
They call it the sophomore curse. And the reason why they call it the sophomore curse is because whatever you believed in and whatever energy you had for that first album has been beat out of you, and all you're left with is the hell. That's why.
Yeah.
You're not talking the same stuff you was talking on that first album. Everything sounds so much more serious, so macabre, so melancholy. So you would think that that wouldn't be, considering they finally made it and they got it all.
Yep. Everyone in Hollywood is abused on massive levels. People don't understand how.
No, you have to be abused. You have to be abused. You have to be broken. If you are not, how can they control you?
Absolutely.
This is all about domination and control. And that's why I started going after Diddy and Jay-Z, because when I first started going after the roots and the people in the neo-soul community, I started realizing these people are nobodies. I can take them down if I want to. They'll replace them tomorrow.
Mhm.
I gotta go higher.
Yep.
And so I did. And I'm here, and I'm going to keep going higher. Because after we finish with all of the pretenders and the fake black billionaires, we're going after the Lucian Grangers. We're going after the Jimmy
Amen.
Ioveens. We're going after the Leora Cohens.
Mhm.
We have to.
Amen to that. Clive Davis, Lou Taylor.
Oh,
What are your thoughts on Lou Taylor?
she's a witch. And she should be strung alive for what she done to Britney Spears' life.
Do you believe that Britney was trafficked to Diddy and or
Absolutely.
Epstein?
Absolutely. All of those girls, all of those Mickey Mouse girls, including Christina Aguilera, all of them, all of these children have been trafficked. Part of the reason why they can't tell you is because they were drugged
Yep.
when most of what was happening to them was happening. And what they have left are the memories and the nightmares. Now, they think they're just bad dreams, but they're memories. And because they've been drugged and they've been handled and they've been shrunk to death, they don't know what to believe, but they can feel it.
And the mind control breaks. The memories do come back eventually, even if they're drugged and mind controlled in the body. The cells in your body remember.
The muscle memory
Exactly.
of the trauma
Yep.
reappears with every trigger. That's why that movie Blink Twice is so important. That woman had been re-victimized by the same men over and over again and didn't even know it.
Yeah.
That's what that that's what that baby oil is all about.
Yep.
And when it gets to the point where you're hiring promiscuous sex workers who are willing to do whatever for money, why would you need to drug them? Why? They're willing. You just got to give them the right amount of money and they'll do whatever you want. So what were they doing that money wasn't going to be enough that they needed to drug them?
Well, do you remember Britney's testimony? She talked about all the blood they took from her.
Yeah.
Now, why are they draining Britney Spears of all this blood?
Same reason they locked me in the trunk, cut my leg, and put a pan in the trunk with holes in it underneath to collect my blood. Same reason why every time they arrest me for another fake thing that I didn't do, they're always trying to collect my DNA. There are certain things in certain human beings.
This holiday, BMW has reunited 3 members of the family at the BMW Road Home Sales event. The Agile X3, engineered for any adventure. The plug-in hybrid X5, commanding the streets with unmatched presence. And the all-electric i4, charging into the future with impeccable performance. Hurry in to find what powers your journey at the BMW Road Home Sales event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Visit Valley BMW Center today for attractive lease and finance offers.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
That are brilliant, amazing. And unfortunately, some people think drinking that blood is going to give them the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of celebrities openly talk about how they do these vampire facials and whatnot. And
Listen to me. I bet you Lou Taylor has been she done probably been bathing in Britney blood.
Probably. Oh, she's so sick. I can't stand that woman.
That Lou Taylor is a doozy.
She is a doozy. I call her Lucifer.
Well, I mean, she's friends with Diddy.
That's the thing that a lot of people are missing these connections, Jaguar, because
I don't know why, because they're all listed on the charter of that same church.
And
Lou Taylor's on the board, and they all have to pay tithes, and they have to pay the piper.
And a lot of them are managed by Lou Taylor. And then also, if you look at Black Box Security, which is run by Eden Yemeni, who was born in Israel, and he was special forces in Israel.
Mossad.
Exactly. AKA Mossad. We're going to say it. It's pretty obvious. He was supposed to be protecting Britney. Well, what was he really doing? He was
babysitting. He's a Illuminati babysitter.
And he was illegally running surveillance, bugging her bedroom, her bathroom.
It's called gaslighting.
Oh,
yeah. Gaslighting.
And they worked with Lou. And now who do they work for? Do you know who Black Box works for and Eden Yemeni works for now?
Jay-Z.
No, the Kardashians.
Them too.
Maybe Jay-Z too, but they're working for the Kardashians.
No, they do his security as well.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they all use the same people.
Oh man, that's funny. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. Oh. It's one big, espionage blackmail ring.
God bless them.
What are your thoughts on Obama allegedly attending freak off parties?
Well, I know he was there. I seen him on a tape. And his wife went with him. They all hang out together.
Yeah.
They had a lot of fun in Cuba.
What'd you say?
They had a lot of fun in Cuba.
Were they there with Jay-Z and Beyonce at the
Hmm.
same time?
Hmm.
What kind of fun? Were they ordering pizza and hot dogs from Chicago?
I think so.
Obama's kind of missing right now.
I
He's
don't know
allegedly,
why.
he's
He
allegedly out of
came out
the country.
and tried to shame all of Black America for not wanting to vote for a not black lying bitch. And now he done disappeared. That all of they magic done fell through the floor.
Mm-hmm. What about Chrissy Teigen and John Legend and the Obama thing?
Well, personally, I don't think she's a girl.
Most people don't.
I don't. I think she is a Bangkok beauty. And I think John Legend is still secretly in love with Common. And they just waiting for Chrissy to die so they can be roommates and make albums together. You know, John Legend, I don't know. I hate calling him that because I know him as who he is, little Johnny Stevens,
Mm-hmm.
who went to UPenn. Me and him did a song together. One of his mentors is an old friend of mine, Gerald Veasley. Taught him a lot. But I knew when he sold out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when little Johnny Stevens sold out. He used to come to the club over at the 5 Spot at Black Lily, and he would watch us perform and learn how to perform.
And then he got involved with the Clinton Foundation in Haiti.
Yeah. Wyclef made the introduction.
And then you have Chrissy Teigen, I should say, not Teigen, who has a whole history of literally promoting pedophilia on.
And Uisad.
And she also bullied a 16-year-old girl, telling her 16-year-old child on Twitter to kill herself. But she didn't get censored. It was Liz Crokin that got unverified.
I don't understand why.
Yeah,
She's a piece of shit.
She's a big piece of shit. And she posted on Twitter one day that she has a picture of me hanging up in her garage.
For what?
I imagine she's doing some kind of ritual or
Yeah.
trying to cast spells against.
What she needs to do is cast a spell on her sexuality, because now that Trump is president again, you're going to have to pick a side.
This holiday, BMW has reunited 3 members of the family at the BMW Road Home Sales event. The Agile X3, engineered for any adventure. The plug-in hybrid X5, commanding the streets with unmatched presence. And the all-electric i4, charging into the future with impeccable performance. Hurry in to find what powers your journey at the BMW Road Home Sales event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Visit the Valley BMW Center today for attractive lease and finance offers.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.
Yep.
On paper.
What do you...
Personally, I think that's why Michelle didn't run. Because if they wanted a black woman to run for president, it should have been Michelle Obama.
Right.
I guess she didn't want to go through the scrutiny. I guess that's why her mammy just passed away out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's why those kids really don't spend a lot of time with their parents.
Do you really believe that those kids are the Obama's kids?
I mean, I think that everybody that's in those circles loves using surrogates. The thing is, where are the pictures of her pregnant? Real pictures of her pregnant. Where is any of this going on? We already know that Barry is trans friendly because he grew up with a transgender nanny.
Right.
The thing is if Michelle Obama really is a man, if she had gotten busted and won the presidency, that would have probably been the biggest. Not only is she not a woman,
Big Mike. I mean, she's bigger than Obama. And look what happened to Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers came out and people thought she was kidding. I don't think
the
she
next
was.
thing you know, she was gone. She ain't lied. Joan Rivers wasn't a
No,
liar.
she wasn't. She came out and said that Obama's gay. And since then, we've had Larry Sinclair come out and talk about how he was doing meth with Obama. And, I'm from Chicago. I knew years ago that he used to go to these bathhouses and hang out in town. I mean,
just like Diddy and Jay-Z do.
It was common knowledge. It wasn't a conspiracy theory. It wasn't a secret. And so, Joan just said, we already had our first gay president, our first trans, first wife. And yeah, I mean, you look at the pictures of her on Ellen dancing and her dick swinging out. I mean, I don't know what else that could be. Like, what else could that be under her dress? It keeps popping out.
I tell you one thing. When it gets to the point where all people talk about is a woman's arms as a sign of beauty, it's scary.
Yeah, that's called gaslighting and programming.
Just like they doing with the Megan Thee Stallion. The woman said she's a male horse. There are pictures with what looks like testicles sliding out of her bodysuit. She's a liar 80 times over. And the only real girl she's ever been best friends with ain't speaking to her no more after Tory Lanez. Like, I don't think people realize how many transgender women have been working in music and entertainment for years undetected.
I agree.
They've been doing this.
Yep.
It was easier in the old days. Social media, you got to work a lot harder.
Mm-hmm. And, to them, the people that do these rituals and they worship Satan, that is a ritual. To trans your child or to become trans, like Baphomet is trans, right? So that is a satanic ritual. And then the bigger part of that ritual would be to have a man be a woman and, sing at a concert in front of thousands of people and have all these guys lust over her, when in reality it's a man and no one knows that it's a man. That is all part of the ritual, which a lot of people don't understand.
To normalize sexual confusion.
Yes.
Because that's what the hermaphrodite thing is. It's sexual confusion. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that people haven't been born hermaphrodite, because they have. But if you haven't, to try to force yourself into that realm,
Right. What do you think about Oprah, who promoted John of God, the schools in Africa where there were dead babies found in backpacks? Peter Nygaard, Harvey Weinstein.
I think Oprah is a witch. I think she could care less about anything or anyone. I think the only thing she cares about is being thin and beautiful consistently before she dies. And I think it would be nice if her and Gail could come out of the closet. I think that would make her happy.
Yeah, I did the gossip column in Chicago for years, and Oprah did the show there every week, and so I was at a decent amount of events with Oprah, or if I wasn't at the event, I had someone there cover it. Every time she goes to a big event, she always takes her husband and Gail. Like, it's always the three of them. Gail never brings a date. It's not. It's like, the rumors.
Have you seen her?
Gail or Oprah?
Gail and Oprah.
Yeah,
I want to date either one of them.
I hung out with them years ago.
Stedman has a very, very, very interesting history himself.
Mm-hmm.
People talk about the fact that he was an athlete, but nobody really talks about where he came from. He doesn't even really talk about his childhood that much. Stedman is from Goulstown. Mm-hmm. Goulstown is a little town in the southern region of New Jersey, outside of Salem. You know what that town is known for?
Witchcraft?
Inbreeding and witchcraft.
Oh, lovely.
Haven't you ever noticed that most inbreds, their eyes are a little closer together? Seriously.
Yes.
That explains a lot of what goes on in the Middle East because, even they don't want to acknowledge that they are the grandchildren of Lot.
Yeah.
And Lot, his daughters, copulated with him after they thought the world was coming to an end and they both made babies. And that's Iran and
Oh, wait. Are you muted? I think you're muted right now.
I don't know why it keeps muting on me.
Okay. It's
But
probably
yeah,
Seriously.
Iran and Iraq is a product of inbreeding.
Well, a lot of these elite families, I mean, like the sexual abuse is generational, and they rape their own kids, and the kids get pregnant. So it's a lot of these elite families are the product of inbreeding as well.
They put Oprah with Stedman right away, and they've been together ever since. Never been married. You never really see any loving anything. Have you ever seen Oprah and Stedman even kiss in public? I
They
haven't.
barely even talk.
They barely speak.
No.
He's Kato Kalin, honestly.
Yeah.
He's Kato Kalin, and every now and then when they need people to know that he's still alive and not dead in the pool house under the shed, he comes out, he does some speaking engagement, and that's that.
Exactly.
But, I mean, come on. Women of Brewster Place, Oprah and her flip-flopping ways, her trying to convince people that they don't need God, that all they need is them. There's a lot going on with her. And I'm just sick and tired of them trying to push this black elite agenda, like this black elitist agenda, because it's like, it's not real.
No.
The second that they fall out of step with any of their white, overbosses,
Masters.
they lose everything immediately. I know plenty of white men that say and do things that people don't agree with. They might ostracize them, but they don't play with their money.
Mm-hmm.
But a black billionaire can go to sleep on Monday, say something on Tuesday, and not be a billionaire anymore.
Dave Chappelle. Why did he flee to Africa, terrified for his life?
And why did he not come back the same?
Yeah.
Because they MK Ultra'd him to death. He was terrified.
Oh, yeah.
And even Roseanne and his partner that he worked with on Half Baked said that he remembers the day that the powers that be came to him, and he said the guy that came back from Africa was not the same Dave.
Yeah.
And the truth is,
Jim Brewer has said that too, by the way. He said something along those lines.
Yeah, no, Dave Chappelle. I'm going to tell you what I know about Dave, because I actually know Dave. I remember Dave. We used to hang out right after, in New York, all of us, me, him, Bones Malone's, my friend Mums from Oz, like all of us. We used to hang out. I remember when Dave would do his shows down in the village. I used to go and watch him and perform. Watch him perform, and we would perform out there. Like, it was a great time with all of that art around all of us.
Whatever the adventure, there's a BMW engineered to take it on. The X3 delivers a striking design with agile performance. The 100% electric i4 packed with pure electric energy. Or the plug-in hybrid X5, an impressive, versatile SUV granting full control on every journey. Choose what powers your next adventure during the BMW Road Home Sales Event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in for exceptional offers through January 2nd. Visit bmwusa.com for details.
Looking for excitement? Chumba Casino is here. Play anytime, play anywhere. Play on the train, play at the store, play at home, play when you're bored. Play today for your chance to win and get daily bonuses when you log in. So what are you waiting for? Don't delay. Chumba Casino is free to play.
Experience social gameplay like never before. Go to Chumba Casino right now to play hundreds of games, including online slots, bingo, Slingo, and more. Live the Chumba life at ChumbaCasino.com. VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
But I knew he was a coward. Dave Chappelle was always, he could run his mouth, but he was a coward. He couldn't handle that kind of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And look at him now.
Do you think that when these people go out of line, they MK Ultra them? You can go back and look at videos of, for
Oh, yeah.
example, Jim Carrey, and he's exposing the vaccines, and he's exposing all these controversial things, and now, like, fast forward years later, he's a completely different person.
Oh, yeah.
Even Joe Scarborough used to expose the vaccines, and now he's like all anti-vaccine.
The last production company that I worked with, where I actually got into work with them, BB Films, Profit Plus, a bunch of drug traffickers and gun runners and pimps. I didn't know that when I started working with them. I found out quickly once I got there. But we were supposed to be doing VR concerts, which means they would have to scan me. I kept being uncooperative while he was scanning me. But it was in that moment that I realized, you're trying to help them clone me.
Yeah. I was just going to bring up cloning next. I swear, it was like the next thing on my list.
You get enough of a
How
human
big
being.
is cloning?
It's huge. It's huge. Yeah, they've been doing it. They're not going to act like it's a real active thing until they can get the mobots mobilized in normal homes. Because, robots are about to start doing everything now.
Do you think most celebrities have a clone?
Oh, yeah. I think all of us do.
All of us?
Yeah.
I haven't thought about
that thing that they got in Vegas, that ball.
Yeah.
I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of LED cameras makes that thing up. But guess what? They got people going in there, walking in there, dancing, moving, singing along, shouting, yelling. Each one of those cameras also has a microphone. They have enough cameras in there to duplicate every person that walks in that ball. Voice, sound, movement. They got the YouTube concert running in there. The digital hologram concert, and anybody could come and see a YouTube show. And I was just sitting there looking at the footage from it, and people were getting up, singing along, speaking, moving their hands, dancing. You collect enough movements, you can clone a whole human being. Not only clone, especially if you can get your hands on their DNA, but you can create digital clones.
Yep.
And digital clones are the more popular thing right now, because the truth is most of the world operates and lives in and on technology.
Absolutely. I've interviewed Jeffrey Epstein survivor who believes that Jeffrey Epstein was involved in cloning. She said that when she was at the Zorro Ranch, Michael Bay, who did the Island movie about cloning, was there. She woke up naked one day at the Zorro Ranch. She was drugged and she'd been put under. She was naked in a lab. She doesn't know what they did to her. She believes they may have cloned her. So allegedly Jeffrey Epstein was involved in cloning. Do you believe Epstein was or Diddy were involved in cloning? Because the deeper part of this iceberg is that these people aren't just involved in child sex trafficking and organ harvesting. They're also involved in, like Dr. Mengele kind of experiments, MK Ultra, I believe cloning, just you name it.
Why does nobody remember movies like Invasion of the Body Snatchers? People don't want to believe, Liz.
No, I know.
It's right there in their face. They don't want to believe it. And they don't have to. But when that iPhone rings and you get a phone call from someone that you love, and they tell you they're in trouble, and they tell you, come here, I need your help, and you with all of your emotions goes running there just to find out that you were tricked and fooled, you will know how stupid you were for not believing what was right in front of your face.
Yeah, absolutely.
It says it in the Bible, 2 Thessalonians, verse 9, through 12. For they will not believe the truth. I will send them strong delusion and allow them to believe a lie.
Mm-hmm.
What is greater in an elegant delusion than AI? People can take your voice, take your image. They can make you say whatever they want you to say. How is that not strong delusion?
Mm-hmm.
AI is strong delusion.
And they want people in pods in virtual reality headsets and basically to be farmed like in the Matrix. I mean, they're literally creating that and pushing for that right now as we speak.
I tell you what, I promise you. When they come and say that it's time to put that chip in you, what will your answer be? Because I already know what mine is.
Well, mine's going to be to run and tell whoever says that to me to go fuck yourself.
Pretty much.
Who do you think is going to come and, try to put a chip in us? If you had to guess.
I'm going to say that I believe that the government is trying to find a way to hardwire the world. I think they're trying to find a way to turn us all into the Borg.
Yeah.
And if you want to know who is behind that, then you need to look at your captains of technology.
Yeah.
Because technology is the beast that the Bible speaks of. And whoever is in control of the technology, that's who's going to be leading the charge.
What do you think is going on in Hollywood right now? What are you hearing? Because I'm hearing
mass panic. Mass panic.
So because no one's talking publicly.
No, they can't. That's why they came up with the story. Well, there's a party inside the Diddy party. And I went to the first party, but I left early. I never made it to Diddy After Dark. There were public relations teams right after Diddy got arrested running around telling everyone to say that.
Of course.
The question is this. If all you went to was the first party and you didn't know anything about the After Dark, why would you say, I left early? Why wouldn't you just say you left when the party ended?
Yeah. Exactly.
Because how would you know that there was another party if you weren't informed?
Exactly.
If you went to the Diddy party and nothing happened and it was the first party, your speech wouldn't be, oh, well, I only went to the first party. Right. I didn't go to the after party. You wouldn't say that because you wouldn't have known about it. You would say, I don't know what anybody's talking about. I went to Diddy's party. It was a white party. It was dancing. It was wild. But at the end, we all went home.
Right.
That's not what y'all are saying.
No. Nope.
You're saying, I didn't go to the second party. I only went to the first. The only thing you're proving is that you're hiding being there.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have known about another party.
Exactly. Do you think that there are people fleeing the country? Do you think that there are people?
Oh, I know there are people fleeing the country. Richard Gere even sold his damn house. Richard Gere.
Was he at Diddy parties too? I know he's got some shady connections.
He used to hang out in the Hamptons.
I know he's
the Hamptons isn't that far from Connecticut. He got everybody. Everybody. There is no one that is exempt. Don't mind me. I'm just getting a little ice for my cup.
Do you think that there are people in Hollywood that have already given testimony?
Oh, I know they have.
Do you think that people like Justin Bieber may have given testimony?
Justin Bieber is talking as much as he can, but I'm sure it's difficult for him to do considering the fact that he's on those tapes. And I can tell you right now, every young man that was taken advantage of by Diddy was not only drugged and hallucinated and put under some form of weird hypnosis, they've all committed crimes. All of them have committed crimes. Whether they were in their right mind or not, they have all committed crimes. In order to be that close to that kind of devil, you have to have some kind of dirt on you.
Right.
That's the only way he'll trust having you around. I have no doubt in my mind Justin Bieber was put in a compromising situation somewhere along the way. There is footage of it that will make him look like a monster, just like Usher.
Right. He was a child.
Kid.
He was a
And
child.
he was there to see all of those abuses and all of that harm and know that nobody was going to come to help.
Yeah.
He knew that.
It's so sad.
It's beyond sad. It's beyond sad. It's
So
beyond sad.
it's heartbreaking. So so here's where we're at. Trump won.
Yay!
Trump won. And he went after elite pedophiles in his first term. And I know he's gonna go after them in his second.
He's gonna finish this job, and thanks God for this Diddy case, because this Diddy case is gonna help him wrap it all up real quick.
Isn't that nice? With a pretty little bow.
Fabulous. You know, you gotta love God's sense of humor. Because after all of the crap that Donald Trump has done, why is nobody taking into consideration that maybe he's gone to God and repented for his sins? He don't have to admit that he made a mistake to all of us.
Right.
But what happens between a person and God is between a person and God. And he doesn't take our opinion of that person into consideration. He does what he needs to do. I don't think Donald Trump is a good man. I don't think he's a bad man. I think he's a man who is capable of the same amount of good as he is evil. Just like all of us. Why is everybody so quick in America to always... Wasn't this country built to fight against tyranny and persecution and all of this shit? Right? That's what this country was here for. Right? We came here to get away from the persecution and the lies and the bullshit. And then we come here and do the same shit.
Yep.
You know, all of those people that live in Australia, they came from criminals. The entire Australia is all criminals. They were prisoners in London, and they sent them over there halfway around the world to go live with what they call the savages. And look at them now. Look at them now. Imagine if everyone in Australia held their lineage against them. Well, your daddy was a serial killer. Well, your daddy was a this, and your mammy was that. Everybody came from shit.
Yep, that's true.
Imagine if they treated each other the way Americans do. Because that's what we do. You make a mistake, and even though it's innocent until proven guilty, you're guilty if the public wants to say you're guilty, whether it's true or not. Look at how many people make a huge change in their life, and we're always throwing the details of their past at them. That's what I said to Adria the other day when we were sitting with Natanya. Adria English, you know, the freak off girl. And I said to her, you know, everything that happened to you is nothing more than a story. You're not your story. You're you.
Absolutely.
And I had to remind her, be happy you're alive.
Yeah.
Because there's so many girls that's been there where you were, and they didn't make it.
No.
And I told her, she said, well, you know, I'm half crazy. I said, don't you do that.
No.
Don't you do that. Because they want you to say that.
Yeah.
So they can discredit everything you're saying. You know, and we just sat there with her and we just loved up on her and reminded her, your story is a part of your life. It's not your life.
Absolutely.
And it's the guilt and the shame that gets them all in the end.
Whatever the adventure, there's a BMW engineered to take it on. The X3 delivers a striking design with agile performance. The 100% electric i4 packed with pure electric energy. Or the plug-in hybrid X5, an impressive, versatile SUV granting full control on every journey. Choose what powers your next adventure during the BMW Road Home Sales Event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in for exceptional offers through January 2nd. Visit bmwusa.com for details.
Every day when you log into ChumbaCasino.com, the ultimate online social casino, you get a free daily bonus. Imagine if you got daily bonuses in other parts of your life.
I chose French fries over loaded French fries.
I asked Stuart from accounting about his weekend, even though I don't care.
I updated my operating system without having to call tech support.
Collect your free daily bonus at ChumbaCasino.com now. And live the Chumba life.
VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
That's how you know that they're not rocking on God's side. Because if they truly believed in God, they would know that they're already forgiven. And the person that needs to do more forgiving is themselves.
Yeah. You're not what happens to you in your life. It's how you deal with what's thrown at you. That's what defines you as a person.
It's not what you went through. It's how you come out.
Exactly. Boom. 100%.
If my life is to be a testimony of anything, I need it to be a testimony of this is what you can make it through. All of us want to be comfortable. All of us want no troubles. All of us want sunny days and picnics at the beach and everything perfect and everything easy and never no traffic. And that's not life.
Yeah.
Uncomfortability can only make you stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Needing to be comfortable only proves that you appreciate the weaker side of yourself than you do the stronger side of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised by a warrior. So I understand the principle, very simple. The day you get comfortable is the day you die.
Amen.
Whether your heart is still beating or not, never be comfortable.
That's how you grow.
It's the only way to grow. When a rose comes through a crack in the cement, it had to push through all of that.
Mm-hmm.
When a diamond is unearthed, it was created because of all of that pressure around all that hard, dark, cold rock, and it emerged. You got to ask yourself, what are you? Are you rotten fruit or are you the tree that bears it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
God makes the best masterpieces out of broken pieces.
Absolutely.
And I have a lot of broken pieces, but I am a masterpiece.
Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. And I love you.
I love you so much.
Everything that you do and for everything that you're doing. And I am so glad that God has brought us together at this time. And see, that's how I know everything is ordained. Because I've been wanting to talk to you for so long.
I have been wanting to talk to you forever as well. And I'm so
I just wanted to tell you it's not your fault. I don't know if anybody's ever told you that. What happened to Kathy is not your fault. It's not.
You're going to make me cry. I have felt the guilt.
No, I'm telling you. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
If I had any idea,
you were doing your job.
Mm-hmm.
And of all the people that she lied to, there was something about you that finally made her want to tell the truth.
Yeah.
She made the same mistake Kim Porter made. She didn't think it would go that far. But then again, she got through a curveball.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
She was not alone when she died. And the night that they said she died, I'm not even sure that she did die completely.
Yeah. I do feel that I need to be a voice for her.
I know. I know.
And that's why.
Because you were going to be that voice for her in her life. And I see why you can't let go of being that voice for her in your death. And now I am telling you, you are not alone.
Yeah.
And I am telling you, she's rooting for you.
Oh, it's so sweet.
She's rooting for you.
That was the first time I really understood how evil Hollywood was. I didn't really understand it. And it was
because the story was there and then the person was gone.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how many other people in your position have felt like you felt? Why is nobody talking about the woman who did that initial news report on the Cassie Diddy video? And why is nobody telling anyone that she died the day after it released?
Yeah.
She did that news report on May 17th on my birthday.
Wow.
And she was dead the next day. And nobody's talking about it. That could have been you, Liz.
Yeah.
And it's not. You're still here.
Yeah. For a reason. Clearly.
And you're strong. And you got that fire in your belly. And God bless you.
Oh, well, thank you, Jaguar.
God bless you.
I'm so glad to have just met someone that has the courage to speak out like you and just have someone understand what it's like to be targeted for exposing these kinds of things. So
I'm here.
People to know you and to have your support and blessing is just the world to me. It means everything. It's such a gift.
This documentary is going to be amazing.
It is
because I want people to know that even though the truth is free, it comes with a price.
Yep. People need to know.
It comes with a price.
Do you want to just mention real quickly the doc or say anything about it?
Well, what I will say is that my brilliant fiance, Wolfgang Amadeus, also known as Odell, when we met, he wanted to do a documentary about me. And in the 6 months we've been together, it's grown and it's changed. And from the second we committed to this, people started coming into our circle that we've been hoping for. Jonathan Hay, Rihanna's former publicist. Natanya Rubin, one of the first and most tragic Diddy victims that turned out to be one of the greatest miracles. Me and Fred Berry's widow. Essie Berry wants to join us. Because Steve Harvey has been coming after her for years. Because she told the truth about what he did to his first wife and what he was doing with his new wife. See?
Oh, gosh.
And that daughter that he pimped out to Diddy and Diddy's son.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we're all here.
Yeah.
We're all here. And when I think about the idea of all of us there on camera, sharing what this burden has been like, in life, I think people will finally maybe be able to really get the gravity that this is not entertainment.
Nope.
It's sponsored genocide of humanity. They are taking all of these evil things and dressing them up in pretty things and getting you to be okay with watching them destroy humanity.
Yep.
This has been great.
This has been so amazing. Thank you so much for spending the time. This is going to be, the deep state's not going to like this, but this is maybe my favorite interview I've ever done.
You know what I always say when people say, you're about to upset people? I say, great. I've been upset. Welcome to the party.
Exactly. I'm pissed off too. They're hurting children. They're trafficking children. They're murdering innocent people.
Somebody should be upset over there.
Exactly. I love it. Well, you are a blessing. How can people find you? I know that there's like some fake Jaguar Wright pages.
There's everything right now. God bless Odell. He put together my new website and it is safe and protected. We have a Patreon, we have the pods, we're on all the platforms. But if you really just want to find everything that I got going on, just go over to thejaguarwright.com.
Okay.
Exclusive content. We're going to be putting music up. It's going to be great. It's really developing wonderful over there.
And can it, like, through your website, can people donate to you?
If they want to donate to me, they could just send it to my Cash App.
Okay, what's your Cash App?
Oh, it's cute. Jags Bread 2. JAGSBREAD with a number 2, because that's my bread too.
Awesome. We'll put it on the screen so people can support you, because doing this work is not easy, and it's also
the work is easy. Staying safe and alive while you're doing the work is expensive.
Yes. Yes, it is. And unfortunately, you know, we're not Elon Musk. We can't afford 100 bodyguards.
Well, you know what? I don't think we're going to need that. We got the best bodyguard in the world. His name is God.
Amen.
And he has people working in this realm and outside of this realm at all times. So they need.
This holiday, BMW has reunited 3 members of the family at the BMW Road Home Sales event. The Agile X3, engineered for any adventure. The plug-in hybrid X5, commanding the streets with unmatched presence. And the all-electric i4, charging into the future with impeccable performance. Hurry in to find what powers your journey at the BMW Road Home Sales event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Visit the Valley BMW Center today for attractive lease and finance offers.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. And now I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free and each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.